today we're at beautiful Busselton Jetty. This is episode 5, so we're going off Noosa and the tuna get crazy. There's tons of tuna, so come on this great little journey with us.
Shark! Woo. See that? No, he was chasing it. Yeah, he was like, that's why he screamed.
Tiny one. Look at those bait.
That one with the bonita lip. get a good grab because let me hold it.
Oh, you got him out already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quick.
Oh yeah.
Going home, Jaw.
Went somewhere. They don't like Longtail. Flip it on the other side. Yeah. And release the bail. Release the bail. The bail. And wait for the run.
Just need the
Going home, Jaw.
awesome. Tail.
Let's sort this out first. You're not.
Some of that ice, you reckon? They weigh, they start.
Going home, Jaw.
that
Oh.
Close the hook like that.
Beautiful.
And then you pull the knot. Not knot. So keep it right here straight.
Yeah.
That way it goes down. Just like
Going home, child.
Okay, so lessons learnt. So one of the really big ones is checking your drag every time you go out. So today, Jojo and I, we got excited. All the fish were jumping, longtail tuna everywhere, birds, bait fish. It was so exciting. We both cast out. First cast, we both hooked up a longtail tuna. I was like, woohoo! He caught his, but not me. Mine snapped off because I hadn't adjusted the drag. It was too tight. I didn't check it. So that's a big lesson learned. I lost the fish. But despite losing that first fish, we caught 100 kilos. The tubbies were weighed down. We came back in and it was just a phenomenal day. We caught that 100 kilos before lunchtime. Literally, lucky we got family and friends. We always give, we don't sell it, we just give fish to our family and friends. And yeah, some beautiful stuff, some sashimi, a couple of Filipino dishes. Actually, that's a segue into the next section, one of my favorite parts of Visionhome's Jetski, cooking with Josiebeth. Today we're doing salt and pepper bluefin tuna. So nice. So let's go over and check that out.
Good morning. Here we are again doing a fish cooking that Matt caught. It's actually a bluefin tuna and I already sliced it into cubes. Today we're making a salt and pepper fish. As you can see, the yellow bits are actually part of the fish that has the eggs, and it's actually very nice if you do it properly, and it's really one of those delicacies that's very hard to find because some people don't eat it, but some people love it. Okay, what we start off, I've got here 1/2 cup of rice flour that you can find in any Asian store, and 1/2 cup cornstarch. And on this one is plain cornstarch. This is what is going to make it really crispy at the end. And in here we have the diced red onion. We have the shallots. We have diced capsicum and part of the shallots just for decoration. And we have a chili. And we have 1/2 teaspoon salt and 1/2 teaspoon pepper and 1 egg. Okay, so this is how we start. What we do, we just drizzle this, put all the cubes fish on the first bowl where there's a rice flour and cornstarch. You might be wondering why I put in rice flour. This is actually to add more flavor on it, and it has a better effect rather than straight cornstarch. Okay, so that's what we do. Make sure that all the flour gets into the fish. With this, we add 1 egg. I put a dash of sesame oil, only a dash. You don't want too much because this is overpowering. Just a dash, don't want too much, just to make it moist and add a bit of flavor. At least make sure that the oil is really hot, otherwise your fish will become soggy if it's not that hot. Roll the fish into the flour. What I do is I stick my chopstick there, and if you can see any bubbles coming out, as of now there's no bubbles yet, so that means it's not that hot enough. So we just have to wait a few more seconds. If you can see, the bubbles are starting to come up, and that's good enough. Make sure you don't overcrowd your wok, because if you do, you lose the heat and it won't be as crispy as it should be. So that should be enough. You don't actually stir straight away for the flour to actually stick. If you do that, if you stir straight away, the flour will just go straight to the oil and it won't be in your fish. So make sure that you make it a few seconds for the flour to stick. You wait for it until it turns into golden brown. Fish should not be overcooked, just the right cooking, otherwise it'll be too hard to eat. So after I turned it over, you can turn it again to make sure that the other side becomes brown. So as you can see, it's starting to turn into golden brown. You don't want it overcooked. The fish should be handled really gently. So after you do your fish, that's your first part. Everything now comes so easy. So what I do is just a pan, and what you have to do is just get a little bit of oil from your previous one. You need only a little bit, maybe just a teaspoon of oil. That's how much it should be. Not that much, just enough for the other ingredients to be sauteed. What you do first is actually you saute the onion to bring out the sweetness of the onion. So with that, you put your capsicum as well. This for your chili. This is actually if you want to have it spicy a little bit. This is not really that hot anyway. Just to add color to that as well. Put in your salt and pepper inside that. And as soon as you put that in, put in your fish. Once that's in, you put your shallots for color. A dash of your sesame oil. And with this one, you just put in your chopped shallots. And that's the finished product of salt and pepper fish. So what I did is just put a little bit of oil, chopped garlic. This is a very famous garlic rice that we have in the Philippines. So what we do is your leftover rice, we put it in the fridge. It's kind of like a fried rice, but not the Chinese style. What they do is exactly the same concept of putting the old rice in the fridge. Lower the heat because otherwise the garlic will be overcooked. It's a very simple rice that is being served early morning in the Philippines. This is what we call a garlic rice. And with that one, we put a dash of salt to flavor your rice. It's like you're giving a second life to your rice and more flavors in it. Some people actually do this on purpose. They prefer it with garlic. And then some people pair this straight away with eggs, like how you like to cook your egg, with sausages. This time, since it's a special day, since Maddie caught the Bluefin Tuna, you can't really say no to having a salt and pepper fish for breakfast. So we're kind of spoiled from the sea to the table. How good is that? Life is such a wonderful thing, you know. When you have a son-in-law who can cook fish, just for hobby, but it's actually very good. Straight from the ocean. So you pair this with sinangag, you can't go wrong. You start your day really well. You don't even need to have lunch. All you need to think next is dinner. It will give you just the right energy for the day. So that's done. Simple as that. Okay. Okay, once I'm done cooking, this is what I do to call their attention that it's breakfast time. Ready? Together. Okay, done.